Hey there, and or welcome back. So this week's video is really quickly going to be talking about diapering your newborn baby. So for those parents who have kids, or if you've ever taken care of a kid before, you already know how to diaper a baby. It's really easy, but for those first-time parents who are scared that they may do it wrong, it's probably going to be something that you'll learn within the next 24 to 48 hours because your baby's going to go through a lot of diapers. Okay, I have here a really preemie diaper from working in the NICU. It fell on the floor and we can't use it for the patient, so I just kept it. So your baby's diaper is likely going to be much larger than this one, but they usually have wording in the front and or something in the back that lets you know which side is the front, which side is the back. If ever you are questioning which is which, the tabs that velcro the diaper in place always go to the back. So tabs to the butt or the back, and then the front flap goes in the front. Now if your baby still has that umbilical stump, then you would want to fold a piece of the front diaper down to go underneath the umbilical stump so that the tabs go around it like so, and then the back sits higher than the front. So if you can see, this is the back part of the diaper. The front part has been folded down so that umbilical stump stays out and so it can stay dry. That way if your baby has a lot of urine, it doesn't get that umbilical stump wet so that it can dry out and fall off faster. If your baby happens to have a blowout diaper where there's poop everywhere, you want to keep that area clean anyway. So making a little cuff in the front helps the poop not to get all the way up there. Okay. Now, most diapers will have sizing, whether it's in for newborn, 1, 2, so on and so forth. The diaper packaging does try to help you out with that and give you a weight range to work with, but just like adults, babies within a certain weight range may still require a different diaper. So the weight range may say that it can take from 5 pounds to 12 pounds, and your baby may fall within that range. But if your baby has a wider bottom, is proportioned a little differently, then you may want to still go with a different size. So how do you know what size to get? In the front of most diapers, like I said, there's a little bit of that wording there. So what you're aiming for is for the tabs to just meet in front of that wording. So you can overlap, it's fine, but what you don't want is for the tabs to barely reach the sides of the diaper, because what's going to happen is when your baby has a blowout, all of that extra that can't be contained is going to flow out the side. So if the tabs are not meeting that labeling in the front or that wording in the front, then you want to go ahead and size up to the next size diaper. Okay. So as far as diaper rash cream, I usually instruct my parents that if your baby does not have a diaper rash, you shouldn't be using diaper rash cream just yet. Reason being is that the diaper rash cream acts as a barrier, so it helps to provide protection to your newborn baby's skin. So if you start using the cream too early, basically the skin starts to get dependent on that cream, and then your baby is more likely to have more diaper rashes. I learned a long time ago that Vaseline works just as well as diaper rash cream, and it's much cheaper. So if you want to use diaper rash cream, that's fine. Any other brands, there's Desitin, there's Boudreaux's, there's a number of diaper rash creams. Feel free to use those by all means, but it's not necessary. You can always use Vaseline, and it goes a lot further. As far as baby powder, we no longer use baby powder. I know back in the day we did. We thought it kept them dry, helped to prevent diaper rashes, and it smelled good. But now we know that it affects their lungs. So no baby powder, whether it's on their bottom or their body. Also, for those who don't know, baby girls can get a yeast infection. So when wiping, we do want to wipe top to bottom. Just like us women as adults, we wipe front to back. So for girls, we want to make sure that we're not introducing poop into the vaginal area. And that's all that I have for today's video. Hope you guys learned something. Like I say, if somebody learned at least one thing, I've done my job. See you next week.